Hello, ladies and gentlemen, crypto deep divers. Welcome back to Weekly Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin Hard Fork as well as EOS Hard Fork. Also, I will talk about how Bitcoin future contracts can affect the price of Bitcoin. So before we get into that, just to remind that there's a Bitcoin Hard Fork coming up. So there will be 1-to-1 ratio of anomalous Bitcoin to all holders of Zclassic and Bitcoin holder. So they're going to take a snapshot on September 10. I did a video about anomalous Bitcoin 2 months ago. You can check it out. So this is basically if you have Bitcoin and also if you have a Zclassic, you're going to get anomalous Bitcoin. So I don't know how much this anomalous Bitcoin is going to be worth, because we have so many hard fork nowadays, like Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Diamond, United Bitcoin, Bitcoin Private. There's so many of them. So I don't know how much will that worth. So, but you can check it out. I will put the link below as well. You can check out my video about anomalous Bitcoin. So let's talk about the Bitcoin future. So the Bitcoin future for CBOE, this is CME. CME is going to expire on July 18, and for CBOE is also the same day, July 18 as well. So usually CBOE Bitcoin future usually expire a few days earlier. Last month is on the 15th. So the next time around it will be on August 15. So somehow they expire on the same day, CME and CBOE future, Bitcoin future. And let's look at the CME, the Bitcoin future positions. So they have around 2,000, over 2,000 Bitcoin short position, and also they have long position is 1,800. So for CME, one contract is basically 5 Bitcoin. So this is almost like 10,000 Bitcoin, and this is around 9,000 Bitcoin for short position. So this is non-commercial. This is from retail investor. And for the CBOE future contracts, you can see they have short position over 4,000, and then long position is over around 2,600. So this is 1 Bitcoin. So my point is, because of the short position is more, in order to kill off those short position, so short position probably from retail investor or some other investor, and in order to kill off those short position, they have to pump up the price of the Bitcoin. So once the price is pumped up, there will be like a short squeeze, and they have the short position have to be squeezed out. So basically, what's a short squeeze? And the short squeeze is basically an increase in price of the stock or commodity, and force the short seller to close out their short position. So this will add the upward pressure on the stock. So that means the short seller are being squeezed out of their short position, usually at a loss. So this is very similar to Asia stock market. Because Asia stock market, some of the exchange, they have future as well. Actually, a lot of them, they have future. Most of them, they have futures. So the future markets, they have a bull and bear future contract ratios. So they actually have a chart showing how many contracts per in certain price point. So how many contract in certain price point, they are in the bear position, and then how many contracts in different price point they are in a long position. So here they only show you how many contract in the short position. They didn't tell you the price point, right? How many contract in which price point, they didn't tell you at all. So, but the future, the chart is more sophisticated in the stock market, the future contract. So a lot of times, in order to forecast or to see the direction, anticipate or predict the direction of the stock market, a lot of times you look at the bull and bear future contract ratios in Asia stock market. And if the bear future contract has more, in order to kill off those bear contract, the whale will come in and and boost up the stock market. All this bear contract will become wallpaper or become worthless. So this is how the whale make money out of the retail investor. So this is very similar situation in the Bitcoin future as well. So after the Bitcoin future launched since last year, the Bitcoin price has been dropping since at the peak almost 20,000 in December. Remember, December is also the Bitcoin future contract launch at the time. So ever since the future contract launched, the Bitcoin price has been declining. But another thing, it can also be in an opposite direction. If the long contract is more, then in order to kill off the long contract, they probably will decrease the price or the price of the commodity or the stock or whatever. They're going to decrease the price to a point that they can kill off those long position. So it could be either way. So it could be either direction depending on number of contracts. Sometimes the number of contract is almost 50-50. It's difficult. It's a close call. But a lot of times when they try to predict the direction of the stock market in Asia, they look at those future contracts, the bull and bear ratio. They actually have a chart showing you how many contracts in different price point is bear and how many contract in different price point as a bull future contract. So, but sometimes it's very obvious. Sometimes you can tell the bear is more. Sometimes it's the bull is more. Sometimes it's obvious. But sometimes it's almost 50-50. So sometimes it's difficult to tell as well. So the thing is, the direction of the Bitcoin is really depending on the whale, how they want to play at this time, because the volume is so low right now. So, and the whale can manipulate whatever price what direction of Bitcoin they want to go, basically. So let's talk about the hard fork of Telos. So this is the EOS hard fork. It will be coming up in August. And right now you have they already have a block producer already. This is basically the block producer from the EOS platform. They jump ship to Telos. Also, since EOS is an open source system, and basically you can just copy the whole source code to another blockchain, so you can just hard fork it. This is basically same as Bitcoin, Litecoin Cash, same thing. So it's an open source system. They copy the same crap and then they launch another blockchain. So EOS Detroit, EOS Barcelona, Telos Lab, EOS Metal. These are the block producer is going to support the Telos blockchain. So EOS Van and EOS the World and EOS UK and Good Block and EOS Green and Dutch EOS, Infinity Block, and Beyond Bitcoin Hangout. That's interesting. So Telos currently they have 300 followers. I learned about the EOS hard fork probably last Tuesday when I did the Sophia AI video. I was thinking, oh, should I do the Telos hard fork or should I do the Sophia AI? I found that Sophia AI is more interesting because at the time it's only 10 followers. That's not many people. Right now it's almost 300 followers. So they are growing quickly. And also right now, if you go to the blogs already, they already produce, let's see, not here. So if you go to the producer, they're already producing blocks already. So, and the producer is including Telos Seattle. And this is from Dutch EOS and EOS Barcelona, Infinity Block, EOS Meadow, EOS Vancouver, EOS Detroit, EOS the World, EOS Virginia, EOS Romania, Infinity Block. So all this the block producer is going to support this Telos system. So the reason why they want to start another project is because they want more decentralization, because with the whale, voting certain a handful of block producer in the current EOS system. I guess they felt that this is very highly centralized. This will undermine the blockchain or whatever. And currently in the EOS system, 1.6% of the EOS token holder own 90% of the token. And remember, EOS is the delegated proof of stake. And that means if you have more EOS token, your vote has more powerful than the little guy. So maybe and they talk about Telos network is going to offer economic decentralization, equitable pay structure for the block producer. So they want to eco pay, because currently the block producer, the top 10 or top 15, they earn about like almost 9,600 to around 800 EOS per day. Is almost like 10,000 per day for the top 5 block producer. And when you go down to the list, almost go to 61, probably is the standby producer, right? So the standby producer, the last one, they make only 100 EOS. 100 EOS is almost just 800, around $800 or $900 per day. So it's like the top guy make almost 10,000. 10 grand, and then the little guy make around $900 of EOS, 900 not EOS, 900 USD. So maybe that is the one of the reason they want to do a hard fork, is because of the inequality of pay and all that thing. And also the dApp developer friendly with proprietary dApps and lower cost deployment. For proprietary, I don't really like that, because this is not open source. And the fundamentals of the blockchain technology is decentralized the power back to the people from institution control. For proprietary dApps, it's like a closed system. It's not open source. We don't know they don't have a source code published, just like Microsoft. Microsoft is a proprietary. Versus Linux is an open source. So I prefer is an open source ecosystem rather than a closed ecosystem. And also they provide additional token holder protection and pre-activation resolution of stolen token as well. And they're going to cap the token actually. So because they don't want just a handful of whale control the ecosystem, so they're going to do 40,000 token, the cap at 40,000. So even your wallet have 100,000 EOS, the Telos blockchain, they're going to cap at 40,000. The snapshot will be 40,000. So after the hard fork, if you have 100,000 token, you only get 40,000. So this will benefit the little guy, right? And also they talk about a fixed 21 block producer plus 30 standby producer based on the voting as well. And they want to equal pay among the block producer and standby producer. And all the block producer will pay the same amount. And all standby producer will pay 50% of the block producer rate. And also the standby producer will get a chance to rotate to become one of the block producer for a short period, for a short time on a regular basis. For example, every 3 to 7 days, they're going to rotate those standby producer to earn the block producer rate. And I mean, that's a very good idea. Like every 3 to 7 days, you rotate the standby block producer to become one of the block producer, and then people will have an equal chance to earn the block producer rate. And also, if the block producer fail to produce block after 30 minutes, then they're going to be replaced by the standby block producer. Right now in the EOS system is 3 hours. I think 3 hours is a little bit too long, because I don't want the network to be down for 3 hours, right? I mean 30 minutes to 1 hour to me is acceptable, but 3 hours is a little bit too long. So, and also they talk about the inflation rate. The inflation rate will be 2.5%, the Telos. Right, EOS has a 5% inflation rate. So Also, they talk about RAM as well. So RAM will remain affordable, and they're going to stabilize the RAM price. And also, Telos will designate a RAM fund to ensure first 1 million new address will be free to create. So to create a free Telos account. So right now, when you try to create a EOS account, you have to pay around $20. I think depending on the RAM price. Sometimes at one point you have to pay almost $50 to $100 just to create a EOS account because of the RAM price goes skyrocketing. I think 3 weeks ago. And also the supply of the token of the Telos will be 330 million. EOS is 1 billion. So and then the after the hard fork will be 1-to-1 ratio. So if you have 1 EOS token, you're going to get 1 Telos token. So but then it capped at 40,000 per address. So let me know what you think about this Telos hard fork. Do you think they have enough community to support this hard fork? And to me, I think it's really up to the community what they want to do, because EOS is an open source ecosystem. So anybody, if they want to do hard fork, it's up to them. I'm not saying to support or not support this hard fork. I think it's really up to the community what they want to do. So this is the beauty of the blockchain. So this is the freedom, decentralization, and if you have the ability to do the hard fork, you can go ahead and do it. I mean, to me, if you can create a better system, go ahead and do it, because this is like a creativity, decentralization, and all that thing. And I'm not saying that I will support this, but it's really depending on the support of the community. If the community decide to support this, then I think it's left up to the community to decide whether they want to do that. But initially, because EOS have so much money, they raise about 4 billion. They have so much money. So I don't know if they have that kind of money to, to be another competitor of EOS per se. But I mean, this will be interesting to see how this play out as well. And let me know what you think about the Telos hard fork, and also what do you think about the upcoming Bitcoin hard fork, and also please comment below about the Bitcoin future market. How the Bitcoin future, do you think the Bitcoin future contract affect the price of Bitcoin? Because back in last year, when the CME or CBOE they want to launch the future market, to me at the time, I felt like this is not good to the market at all. But a lot of YouTubers, they think this is good. But anytime institution come in, they want to make money out of the retail investor. They are not here to protect you, so you got to be careful. Anyway, let me know what you think. Please comment below. And if you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Also share with your friends, and this will help my channel as well. You can help my ranking in the YouTube, and I will continue to provide quality video for you guys. And also make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out the upcoming hard fork airdrop giveaway or ICO. I'm not a financial advisor. Please use your due diligence to invest your money. Investing ICO has inherent risk. Remember, deep divers, we the people take control of our money. Stay wise, stay safe, peace.